Instruments are green. Clear for release. Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights. Find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Bridgewood for repairs.
great. So boring. Water your brain! something. No green stuff here.
got it.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Damn raiders. Hit us hard.
Yes? never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
So, you ready to get the...
So many humans.
We put on some wonderful days. You should listen sometime.
Now that looks good on you.
Human look like robot. Strong go with human.
Yes, come with me.
Strong travel with human.
Hey,
Yes, human?
wait there.
Stay here. Here. Eat meat before it spoils.
I think it's best if we went our separate ways.
Human not want strong? Bah! Strong not need human either. Go back to tower.
Hey. Let's trade some things.
You don't look like you're here to trade. Of course.
Let's trade.
Sure thing.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
The Brotherhood needs food. Better to donate it willingly and keep them friendly.
Don't worry. We don't want to get on your bad side. We'll have crops to donate come harvest.
Charging into a situation.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
Too bad it wasn't the Institute.
Not to worry, Knight. You'll be dealing with them sooner than you think. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade. Should you need more, you should acquire them from Proctor Tegan.
The best weapon for survival out here is a pocket full of caps.
Signal grenades are usually reserved for our paladins. In your case, you should be grateful that I'm making an exception. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Any suggestions where I should look next?
All I can suggest is that you keep your eyes and ears open, Knight. We have every available scribe working on a way into the Institute. It's only a matter of time before a method presents itself.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion coolant feed systems reporting green.
Elder Maxon,
Questions, Knight?
what about those energy readings that Paladin Dance's recon team detected?
Our scribes are confident that the energy readings are from Institute technology, due to the unusually high frequency. But the source is unknown. We're still detecting them on occasion. But by the time we send a team to investigate, they disappear. Just watch your step. I wouldn't be surprised if the energy reading were caused by some type of Institute weapon. Is there anything else?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Engine turbines at 87% efficiency.
Knight, how is the research patrol going? Or you have technical documents, perhaps?
I found some technical documents for you.
Ah, good. I was beginning to run out of materials to study. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
step on the flight deck. It's a long way down.
Maxon might appear compassionate, but I can assure you, the Institute will face its wrath.
Were you successful?
Yes, sir. The crops will be available when harvested.
I knew you'd be the right one for the job. As promised, here are your caps as payment. If you want to hit up another farm, just say the word. Those farmers don't know how good they have it. They aren't risking their lives for the greater good.
Looking for extra work.
I'm starting to really like you. I've got another farm all picked out for you.
I'm in.
Perfect. Here's the farm. I've no doubt you'll convince those simple little civilians.
If it was up to me, I'd take every feral, mutie, and simp and shoot them into space.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner.
Shift is long, but I'm glad we're making a difference out here.
Attention, this is a reminder. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation.
You're back. How did the scribe fare?
Anyone found in possession of undocumented technologies will be subject to inquiry and punishment.
Moron got himself killed. Got another.
The Brotherhood honors those who gave their lives in the line of duty. You do well to remember that, Knight. It's shocking, really, the loss. However, these patrols must go on. In the meantime, another scribe will begin preparations to accompany you, should you decide to accept another research patrol. Only please, keep both eyes open next time.
Neither. Not right now.
That's unfortunate.
Mole rat on a really bad idea.
despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Yeah?
Yes? Yes. Yeah?
We offer a...
Got a minute? Drinks on me.
I assume you don't buy every stranger a drink.
You're right. I don't. I'm in town looking for Henry Cook. Do you know where I might find him?
Well, why are you looking for him?
Fair question. He's my father. I haven't heard from him in a while, so I came to town to check up on him.
Sorry. I barely know the guy.
If you say so. I'll probably see you around town. Bye.
God, even the sky isn't safe. Did you see that blimp
I'm
thing?
not looking for a
The Brotherhood of
conversation right
Steel?
now.
Who are they?
When I want to talk to you, I'll let you know. Move on, pal.
You see that big blimp? It's the Brotherhood of Steel. Why are they here?
Look at you. There's still a human being under all that armor.
Protection for sale! Hand-tooled pieces!
Come on, Nikki. I'm just asking for your opinion. It'd be a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, well, speak of the devil.
You're back. And not with your son. What happened?
Where do you want me to start? The part where Kellogg turned out to be working for the Institute? Or the part where he told me they have Sean?
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg? Huh.
What about him?
He had to have a way in and out. But am I right in thinking he's not available for a chinwag?
Yeah. Any other ideas, Nick?
That's what I thought. He's dead.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Omari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
It's you and me, Nick.
Let's get going. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be at the public if you need me.
You got a thing for antiques, huh?
Hey.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, Valentine.
What do you need?
It's about time for you to go, Nick.
Sure. Suppose I'll head on home then. Time to hit the road?
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
Nice. Ellie?
Did you ever find what Marty was looking for? That man didn't get out of bed for free. So I have to imagine it was a pretty nice haul. Guess it's good I never visited Doc Crocker to get that touch-up I'd been thinking about.
Even good people do crazy things when they're scared. Ought to be Diamond City's motto. good neighbor. Lowest place in the Commonwealth. Everything not nailed down rolls through here at some point.
Yeah?
Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of good neighbor. All I'm saying.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about the loan.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
Excuse me.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right?
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I remember you. The memory inducement. Vault 111, right? What's this all about? Were you going to say something or not?
There we go.
Were you going to say something or not?
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
California Republic. All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. Take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me. Oh, we'll pay you.
And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I'll try to locate another memory as quickly as I can. Please try to remain calm.
That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
It's all over, but the dreaming.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
It's all over but the cry. And nobody's crying but me. Friends all over know I'm trying to forget about how much I care for you. It's all over but the dreaming. Poor little dream that we fly.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Manual
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. So, you heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. You're with the Institute. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though.
Mind if we...
There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
Sit down.
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. Suit yourself. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like.
Teacher at school?
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
Said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big...
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. It doesn't matter now, though.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
It's gonna be fun.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg?
wanted to see for myself if you really existed. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left a...
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the...
It's all over, but the cry. And no
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Friends all over. No, I'm trying.
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
You were along for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together, in case either of us missed anything.
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
What do you think we should do?
Let me think. What about that memory involving Virgil, the rogue Institute scientist? If he were alive, we have a common enemy. He might help us.
There's gotta be another way.
We delved into every memory we could find. This is the only thing I can think of that might get us more answers.
I like it.
The memory said the Institute tracked him to the glowing sea, but that seems crazy. A madman would think twice about going there.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation and the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same, if you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Amari.
Be careful of the radiation. The glowing sea isn't a place to be caught unprepared.
Nick. Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Nick, are you still in there?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me. But that suit of power armor you've got on might be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next. The detect...
Hey.
What's the plan?
Over here.
Can do.
Hey, Valentine.
Go ahead.
I think it's about time we called it quits.
Sure. Suppose I'll head on home then.
it. Take it nice and slow. No sudden moves. I know you're from the Institute. So where's Kellogg, huh? Trying to sneak up on me while you distract me? It's not going to work. I'm not stupid. I knew they'd send him after me.
I'm just here to talk.
That's so. Then talk. Fast.
You're a super mutant.
Yes. Clearly you have functioning eyes. Congratulations. I'm hoping you didn't come here just to point that out. Now what do you want?
Can you tell me about the Institute or not?
The Institute? So, they did send you, didn't they? You're working with Kellogg.
Why are you so afraid of Kellogg?
Do you have any idea what that man has done? What the Institute pays him to do? It's all off-the-books stuff. The man is a killer, and he's very good at what he does.
Relax, big guy. Kellogg won't be coming after you. He's dead.
Dead? He's dead. Don't you lie to me!
He's dead, whether you believe me or not.
There's no question it's difficult to believe. Kellogg was ruthless. There's a reason the Institute used him to do their dirty work for so many years. I knew they'd send him after me. Tried to prepare for it. But I still wasn't sure I'd make it. And so you killed him, eh? Then what do you want with me?
Why did you leave the Institute? I know you came from there.
You know about the escape? But how? No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going back. I can't go back. Look at me! Why are you even here? What do you want?
Can you tell me anything about the Institute? I need to get in there.
Can I? Are you joking? You want to get into the Institute? Are you insane? Never mind how nearly impossible that is. Even if you were to succeed, it'd almost certainly end in your immediate death. What reason could you possibly have for taking that kind of risk?
It doesn't matter.
Fine. You know what? I don't even want to know. You want to get yourself killed, that's your problem. But I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. I can help you get in there, but I want something in return.
What do you want from me?
Before I had to escape, I was working on a serum that would serve as a cure for my condition. I wasn't able to bring it with me. It's still in my lab and, well, look at me. I need it. I need you to find it for me if you manage to get inside the Institute. What do you say?
You help me and I'll help you.
All right. All right. Let's talk details. First things first. You know how synths get in and out of the Institute?
Yeah, they use some sort of teleporter.
Well. Not many know about it. Pretty closely guarded secret. You've certainly done your homework. It's commonly referred to as the molecular relay. I don't understand all the science behind it, but it works. Dematerializes you in one place, rematerializes you in another. I'm sure it sounds crazy, but it's a reality. The relay is the only way in and out of the Institute. You understand? The only one. That means you're going to have to use it. Now, have you ever seen an Institute courser?
No, never heard of them.
Another secret of the Institute. Trust me, It's good that you haven't found out the hard way. Coursers are Institute synths, designed for one purpose. They're hunters. Operations go wrong, a synth goes missing, and a courser is dispatched. They're very good at what they do, and you're going to have to kill one.
Why do I have to kill one?
Because you want to get into the Institute, remember? They're your ticket in. Every courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the relay in the Institute. It's embedded in a chip in their heads. You need that chip. But to get it, you'll have to find a courser. Now, I don't know exactly where you can find one. They haven't sent any after me. And sitting here waiting doesn't seem like a good plan. You're going to have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to start and give you some help finding one. But you'll have to do the dirty work.
Tell me what I need to know.
All right. The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT, directly above the Institute. So you'll want to head there. Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spectrum. You've got a radio on that Pip-Boy, right? When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to hear the interference. Follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a courser. Then, you just have to not get killed. Not gonna lie, the odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it, remember what I said about the serum. I need it badly. I really do hope you find what you're looking for. Good luck finding a courser chip. You're gonna need it.
Hey.
Good luck finding a courser chip. You're gonna need it.
Sensor reading detected. Huh? What's that? Attacking enemy. I hear something!
Courser's on the second floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more. What's going on down there? How many are we dealing with?
Who's there? Lock and load!
Courser is now on the third floor. Report to the second intruder in the east wing near the courtyard.
That's it.
Jordan, folks. Gotta love him. Folks, I'd like to take a moment to do something a little more personal. As I'm sure you know, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it.
Excellent.
Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks, that's enough sentiment from me for today. Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? Next, Orange Colored Sky by Mr. Knapp.
Barricade stairwells and hallways if you haven't already.
Yes.
We've lost contact with sectors 2 and 4.
Sweet. Yes.
Hey. You are out of your league.
Thanks to Bob Crosby for that one. Here's the latest word on what's happening in the Commonwealth, folks. Not content with sitting quietly at the airport, the Brotherhood continues to make waves. They've recently been seen cleaning up Fort Strong, formerly occupied by some very unpleasant supervillains. Whether they planned to annex the location or just wanted to get rid of the neighbors, I couldn't say. Whatever their reasoning, I think we can all agree that fewer super mutants running around isn't a bad thing. Connie Allen's ready to take you on a trip you're bound to remember. Here's Rocket 69.
That's it.
needs to get up to the top floor immediately. That's an order!
Got it.
Engaging hostile.
There we go.
God, I hope there's a bounty on you.
That's it.
One more tomorrow, courtesy of Brink. Good news is something often in short supply in the Commonwealth, boys. So I'm happy to be able to deliver a little bit to you. If you were one of the folks worrying in hushed tones about the whereabouts of Diamond City's most effective detective, you can rest easy. Nick Valentine is back in town and seemingly none the worse for wear. While details about what happened to him are scarce, I, for one, am just glad he's back. And in one piece. And if there's any more good news to share, you'll hear it first here on Diamond City Radio. Next up is Billie Holiday. Don't call her crazy.
Get some!
Got it. is it?
I don't know the password. I'm telling the truth.
I don't believe you are.
Oh, God. Please, no. Please, no. You don't have to do this, please.
Nice. Sweet.
Steady Hutton there with It's a Man. There are some recent rumblings from Good Neighbor, and I do mean that as something of a pun. Self-proclaimed legitimate businesswoman.
Yes.
Bobby No-Nos has something of a reputation around the Commonwealth. That reputation may have contributed to recent talk of a less than legitimate endeavor of hers. Except there's a bit of a twist. Bobby has very conspicuously disappeared. Word is, there's no trace of her in Good Neighbor. It's unclear at this time whether she actually pulled off the job she was rumored to have been plotting. Or, some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again, ever. If you get my meaning. Here's Uranium Fever by Elton Britt. It's catchy, right?
Get over here. You've been following me.
Come here. You've been following me. Get over here. You've been following me. Are you here for the synth?
I'm here to pick up an order. 2 large pepperoni and a calzone. Name is Fuck You.
If you're not here for the synth, then you're here for me. What do you want?
I need what's in your head.
That you cannot have. If you're going to kill me, then do it.
Hi.
Kill me, then do it. Please, don't hurt me. I don't want to die.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Who are you?
My institute designation is K-198, but I prefer Jenny, so yes, I'm a synth, if you hadn't already guessed. I knew they'd send a courser. I just didn't think he'd find me so fast. I think I would have lost him too. But then I was captured by these mercenaries. And all this happened. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna look for supplies before heading out. And before you ask, no, I don't need any more help. The Commonwealth is unforgiving. I need to make it on my own or I'm dead. Maybe we'll meet again, under better circumstances. I hope we do.
Bye.
Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna look for supplies before heading out.
Hope you enjoyed that last number. Folks, I think by now we're all used to a little weirdness every once in a while. This tidbit really takes the cake. And you gotta believe me when I say, I'm not making this up. There have been reports of, I'm dead serious now, a Chinese submarine seen off the coast, heading out to sea. How long it's been here, and what it's been up to, are anyone's guess, but I think we should all be thankful it's apparently on its way out.
We taught those raiders a lesson.
Like
we'll
I
teach
said,
them again if they come
hard
back.
to believe. But there you have it, folks, the latest, craziest news from Diamond City Radio. Here's Johnny Mercer, folks. Enjoy.
Another day of hard work. Never changes.
I'd like to trade some items.
Sure.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Yeah?
We taught those raiders a lesson. We'll teach them again if they come back.
I just want to trade a few things.
Okay.
Ain't looking for trouble.
I just want to trade a few things.
Of course. Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
I just want to trade a few things.
Okay. Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time. I'm just so hungry all the time.
Can we trade a few things?
Go ahead.
I want to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Yes?
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Yes?
I just need to trade gear with you.
Sure.
Yes?
Sure.
That was the 5 stars. Time for yet another slice of news from the Commonwealth.
If you work, you eat.
Are you familiar with the standard college downtown?
Someday,
Reports from the area suggest it'd be a good idea to
supermutants
avoid
kill everything.
at all costs. Now, believe it or not, you'll have to shift your gaze much, much higher.
We can keep
You heard it
traveling
here.
as much as you want.
The ship somehow managed to become airborne and lodged itself in a different building downtown. How? Why? I suggest we just roll with it, folks. It's crazy, but it's true. Keep it tuned to Diamond City Radio for all the latest news, no matter how weird. Louis Jordan is next with an upbeat tune that...
The farm's not much, but it's something. Easy living, this ain't.
I wonder how long my systems will endure these rugged conditions.
Fist was weak-kneed. Strong glad to be rid of him.
something.
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here in Sanctuary, prepared for the future.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
How can I help you, Knight?
Anything I can do?
You heading my way?
I just want to trade a few things.
It's astounding how much
That's not what I'm going to talk to you about.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Hey, Sheffield. What do you think about coming to work for me?
I gave up alcohol after settling down here. Doctor said I shot my liver.
You survived another night. A triumph, I think.
Strong go with human.
I want to trade a few things.
Life still ain't perfect, but we're surviving.
Hey, now that you're back here in Sanctuary, how would you like a job?
A job? For me? Really?
Nah, just pulling your chain.
I knew it. 200.
Humans all look funny. Strong hope we find milk of humankind soon.
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid. No more clowns. And no more sight, either.
Nick.
Time to hit the road? Time to hit the road?
Just looking to trade a little.
Yeah, sure thing.
That was the Ink Spots with It's All Over But the Crying. Here's a strange state of affairs for you folks. Some or all of you may have heard of that old Parsons Asylum to the northeast. You may also have known to stay away from it. I guess no one told a group of raiders about that because word is they attacked it recently. You'd think that might mean the place is overflowing with raiders right now. But you'd be wrong. It's empty. Abandoned. Now you could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder.
Just to make sure everyone fills out their form.
Let's trade some things.
You may never know for sure.
What?
That's okay with me. Right behind you, baby, by Ray Smith is next. Someone should really explain the concept of personal space to that man.
So much walking. Want to do more fighting?
Just thinking how wonderful it'd be to get out of this infernal rain.
Hey, Codsworth.
Shall I accompany you, sir?
World is bigger than strong.
Oh my, it's raining again. Fortunately,
I'll try to make myself useful. No one wants to see a grown man feeling sorry for himself. Huh.
Just looking to trade a little.
I hope you find your son.
Strong want to smash something. Puny human needs strong.
I must apologize for the odd noises I'm currently emitting.
Look funny.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat. So, want to do more fun? Strong go with human.
Yes, come with me.
Strong travel with human.
Gotta be honest with you. I feel more comfortable.
You lead the way, and I'll follow, sir.
Heads up.
Tell good meat, not too fresh.
Uh-huh. You should head home.
Strong wait at tower for human. Send weak humans to strong for eating. Strong hope we find milk of human kindness soon.
It's a pleasure to serve with you, sir.
So many humans, not many super mutants. Someday,
Let's trade.
You'll find what you're looking for. I know it.
My systems are continuing to function at peak efficiency.
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole.
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at
You're
the two of
speaking.
us
I'm
here
listening.
in sanctuary, prepared for the future.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me. Hope you
Hey, Doc.
I'm very busy.
Unless you need my medical expertise, please bother someone else.
Pam.
Commencing recurrence analysis using the
There's been
Brodian
panic
method.
about the new thing floating in the sky.
I thought it was one of Tinker Tom's aliens.
Aliens are real.
Enough! The blimp is called the Pridwin, and it's operated by the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood of Steel are a formidable, highly advanced order. And they've come here to destroy synths. Shit! Spread the word. The Brotherhood are our enemies. There's no possibility of peace. Tinker Tom will be spearheading a fail-safe plan to deal with this Brotherhood. Codename Red Glare. But for now, we monitor them and keep them clear of our operations. The focus remains on the Institute. You've all got jobs to do. Do them. I have a report here. It reads more like a comic book. Apparently, one hell of a fight took place at Green Tech Genetics.
Yeah, that was me. I took down a courser.
That's what the report says. Hard to believe. I'm all for one less courser in the world, but the conventional wisdom is that you run from them rather than engage them. So why did you kill him?
Do you know anything about decoding a courser chip?
You have one of their chips? Intact? Follow me. Now. Decoding a courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong, the least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Hey, Des. You need something?
Tom, we got a courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh man, it's been ages!
You've hit the jackpot with this. Hand over the chip. Let's see what's on it.
Here you go.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
When running synths out of the wealth, Wastelanders can be a bigger problem than even the Institute.
We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke that a little. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby. Show me that
Use
pattern.
the back entrance.
Where is it?
Too much traffic
Wait,
through the church and we'll
they're
burn
using the
time.
same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard. I got you. All right, solve in. Come on. Show me that sweet base number. Come on, baby. Then we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
And Agent, I hope that helps you as much as you've helped us. Good work.
One more hour until my shift ends.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
That was Uranium Fever by Elton Britt.
Deacon's record is the
Diamond
best.
City Radio wouldn't be possible without the help
My
of
safe
some
house
wonderful
says
businesses
Malden's
here in town.
Pam.
Commonwealth
Processes are busy.
It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Now here's Roy Brown singing Mighty Mighty Man.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I told you I'd get it done, didn't I?
Forgive me for questioning whether you might survive against a courser. Still, suppose I should have expected it. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines, or setting computer terminals free, or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the symbol explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you?
This device, this'll get me into the Institute?
Yes, if built correctly. And please get it right. You have to make it in there for both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.